Oh boy. Lost Izalith. We didn't summon for this, but
We both did the same thing.
yeah. She actually finished the boss before I did. So I'm trying, just after doing it, wow. Yeah, I'm not sure where to go. Oh no, I wanted to read the,
Message.
yeah, I forget to do that sometimes. Don't let him chew on my cord.
It's right in front of you.
No,
That's
I
your
know, I
thing,
know.
pal.
Our rabbits chew on cords. You gotta watch for it.
It
Oh,
gives
here
them
he
a
comes.
great electric thrill through their
Here he
tiny
comes.
little rabbit brains.
He's oh
It's
no.
like a drug to them.
Never mind. I was gonna show him to you, but I think he could sense.
He knows when he's getting in trouble.
All right, we've arrived. I try to do some scenic stuff here. Looking around at the dragon butts.
Somebody that I watched pointed out that in the painted world, there's the front half of a dragon.
Keep talking.
Hello, bunny. So, maybe they had the front halves for the little dragon butts here and they didn't use that asset. B, maybe there's some kind of significance to that the heads and the butts are separated.
It seems like to me they didn't have enough time to finish the game like they wanted to.
You know, though, I was thinking while we were running through this, it feels really sparse and empty, but it's actually a huge area.
Well, it's a big area, but it's just
They don't have very good enemy diversity.
like honestly, I like the area until I get to the bed of chaos, and that's when I start to hate it.
Yeah, and there are a lot of other really trying things about this area, like getting caught on roots all the time, and if you fall off these things, you gotta go all the way back. Those little paths, because you can't just jump on the sides. And God help you if you attract the attention of one of those monsters. Will stomp on your face. You will be dead.
Yeah, we have quite a lot to get through before we get to the montage. Instead of subjecting you to every time.
But run up.
Yeah, I edited all my deaths, one after the other. That'll be fun to watch.
It'll be fun for us to watch. It's the first time.
Yeah. Yeah, I just finished editing it. It's late. We're getting this out late. We had some stuff to take care of.
Here you were trying to figure out where the bonfire was, and it's not in that building.
Well, see, we'll see later. I got so confused because I thought that there was a bonfire
Closer to the boss.
that was closer than the one that was the hidden bonfire. And I was wrong. I don't know why I thought that.
Because it would make sense to put another bonfire closer. But if it's really easy to run past the enemies once you know the route to the boss, so it's not that bad, it's just time consuming. Did you die here?
No, I just...
Oh my gosh, look at him go! I knew this would be interesting to see.
Run.
They're like chickens. They're more like chickens than dinosaurs.
I'm so tired. We did it. We did it though. We got through this. We just gotta get through this and hopefully it all works.
You were pointing out when we were walking through this area that it looks like a pyramid.
Well, there was
a
a
shell.
there's like a quality to it that it's weird how the architecture attaches to the what looks like to me like it's like almost like a product of the chaos. It's like this plant looking stuff.
I mean, like the architecture and the nature are intertwined.
Right, and it just looks really weird. Like, what is that chaos plant stuff? You know, like
the lava resistant.
It looks like it's a plant.
Well, it might be stuff that the bed of chaos is made of.
but like, what is it? You know, like, it's
It could
chaos.
also be like petrified wood, maybe that's like stone. You know what I'm saying?
It's like pure chaos in this weird plant like tendril form. But you'd think, at least in my opinion, you know, there's the demon ruins. You would think there would be. See, if it were me, if I was designing this area, I would have put more chaos demons.
Chaos demons.
I'm pretty sure any demon that's like called a demon, like the Capra demons, the Taurus demons, even something like, oh, look at me. You didn't even have to hit it. All you gotta do is roll through. Like, I would have maybe designed more demons. I feel like they were strained for time with like they started off strong, up into Ornstein and Smo, but when they I think they got stretched thin, especially in this area.
Well, I will say though, it's not very populated or interesting, but in a way, I think that feeds into the environment because it's literally a wasteland of lava. There are only certain types of things that can live on and in lava.
Yeah.
So you see the dregs of demon kind here that can live in such a desolate place.
And honestly, it all might have been by design. It all might have been like, this is the only things that could possibly be here after who knows how long the event happened.
Yeah, and let's say it was purposeful. You go from the rich environment of Anne Orlando into the end game where a lot of the environments are more I can't find another word except
post apocalyptic.
Yeah. And life is dying off. There's not a whole lot left because you're approaching the end of the world. So I think maybe you could look at it as like a traveling through time towards the apocalypse.
Yeah, you're having to retrieve these Lord souls that are in these desolate,
Alone,
destroyed, alone places.
Yeah.
And it's all connected, but it's all still, you know. Yeah, pretty.
New Londo is kind of.
I love New Londo
as
ruins.
well.
It's so scary.
It's a cool area.
It's got some really cool, way more interesting to me, like combat wise. Especially.
They overdid it on the. What are they called? The Hand Knights.
Oh no, those are cool.
What are they called?
Dark Wraiths.
Dark Wraiths.
Look at me healing and then getting flamethrowered.
They sneak up behind you.
For some reason, Taylor really likes those guys.
They're so cute. They're like little monk dragons.
I don't know what they're called.
And they take forever to attack. They're like.
Can you do me a favor?
What?
Could you? Actually, no. Last time we moved, the camera got out of sync with the audio, so we're just gonna stay put.
Forever.
Do you have your phone? But yeah, I tried to just do more scenic shots of the area and shots. Like I'm trying to highlight some stuff. And then I ended up noticing, oh, I missed a chest, so I like went and ran and got it.
It wasn't worth it, probably.
Well, it was a big soul, so I can definitely use it later. That's where the Titanite.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. She wants to get that Titanite, that demon Titanite, so she can upgrade the
Fury Sword.
Yeah, Quitleg sword. There it is. See, that's when I noticed. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go get it. It's gonna bother me if I don't get it.
There are lots of items we haven't gotten in the ruins because we didn't have the charred ring.
Yeah.
I don't know. There might be a ring or something that's worth it, but I don't know what the other items are.
Sorry, that's me. Sorry. I didn't mean to. My bad. Explain. You don't like that sound of skin rubbing against skin?
I don't, but it also scared me because it was right by my ear.
So can you see if you take your glasses off?
No.
There. Or maybe if you look down.
Maybe I'll just try to guess what's happening. That could be fun.
getting burned by lava slowly.
You just caught fire spontaneously.
I'm excited for the new FromSoft game with I'm actually wearing a Game of Thrones shirt.
George!
Yeah, George R. R. Martin working together with From Software and I guess Miyazaki as well. That could be really cool.
Dream Team.
What was the name of that? Of the
Elden
Elden Ring or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. It looks really cool. Somebody in a video pointed out that it looks different than what Miyazaki normally does, but I don't really think so. I mean,
Well, it does in like
thematically maybe, but dark fantasy is his forte.
well, it looks a little more from what I've seen. Sorry, I was thinking. It looks a little. You can see my hand. It looks a little more colorful, I guess.
Yeah, bright.
Not quite as apocalyptic.
Yeah. It looks gorgeous either way.
It looks like a world I'm excited to play in. And the premise is cool. From what I understand, you're going from kingdom to kingdom, province to province, defeating the rulers and taking their powers. I think that's kind of the basic
Pretty much
idea.
Souls-like, but maybe they'll make it a little bit more traditional RPG-ish.
And who knows how much, like, Martin maybe just had some. I bet he still makes a huge difference. Like, this is what people want to see right now, or this will be, people will really like this based off of this or whatever. Like, in my opinion, the coolest thing about like Demon Souls when it first, because I haven't finished the book yet, but I've read a lot of what's it called? I think it's just called You Died or something like that. It's just kind of a sorry. I have it right here. Uh-oh, the battery's almost dead.
It is dead.
It's completely dead. Never mind. I have it on my Kindle. I think it's just called You Died.
Is it I was about to say documentary.
Darkumentary?
Well, no, but yes, but no.
It's mainly kind of just talking about Dark Souls, and the author also talks about Demon Souls, and one of the cool things that kind of sparked it had like a mythos behind it, was like a lot of these reviewers had like an email chain they called the Chain of Pain, I think is what it was called. And when they were playing through Demon Souls, there was nothing on the internet when it first came out, about how to get through it and how to in games like this, like myself included, you kind of need a guide sometimes. Like you need like help with some stuff, especially if you're doing those like NPC quest lines and figuring out where they're going to be.
And this was a totally new genre when it came out. This was a totally new thing.
Yeah, in its own way. But it had this. But my point is, it was really cool how there was this small online community already that had formed. Now it's like Reddit and like GameFAQs, and people are still getting on there and like helping each other out with areas, because that's fun. It's a cool way to interact, and it's like, hey guys, I'm at this spot, help me out here. But they were like literally figuring it out together in this email chain with Demon Souls. And I'm wondering if they take that stuff into consideration when they are making these new games like Sekiro, and I haven't played Sekiro yet, but I'm having trouble because I'm trying to find this bonfire that doesn't exist.
You didn't believe me either. I was like, I don't really think that's another one.
But I'm wondering if this will be like a strictly single player game, but will it be one of those games like Demon Souls and Dark Souls before, where it was like people kind of came together and like helped each other get through it by online chats, and because that stuff's so cool to me. Like I didn't really start playing Dark Souls until like 2015. Like it took me a while to really get into it. Um, but it was one of those things where like I bounced off it really hard, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna start playing some Zelda games because there's some Zelda games I haven't finished. So I finally finished a bunch of Zelda games I'd been putting off, and then I came back to Dark Souls, and I've just loved it ever since I decided to finish it for myself, and that's why we're coming back to it now. You actually played through the whole thing last year, or was it earlier
I feel
this
like it
year?
was 2 years ago.
It wasn't that long
It
ago.
was, I'm pretty sure, because
No.
it was
You
more
like
than a year ago that we played Dark Souls 3.
you recently we were here. You played through the whole thing on this TV while we were here.
Okay, but it was okay. So
That was
more than
not
a
2
year
years
ago.
ago. It was
It
like
feels like a really long
it
time
was
ago.
like last year.
Are you sure I played it here?
But she went through it like she was reading a book. Like she just tore through it. And that's what's really cool about these games is that they're like they're like really good literature, but in like video game form.
I'm very engrossing. Did you die here? No.
I just remember when I first tried to play it, I thought it was so weird.
It is weird.
It is still weird, but I just love it. And I guess what reinforced my love for it was seeing how much other people loved it and came to love it. And I was like, man, there's something cool about this, especially Bloodborne. That's kind of why I got into Dark Souls, was because I was so interested in Bloodborne. And then that's why I ended up buying a PlayStation 4, was so I could play Bloodborne. We'll be playing that this year. Come Halloween, we're gonna play some Bloodborne. Oh my God, let's go. I'm just so excited. Sorry, I'm so excited.
Your repulsive skin rubbing fingers away from my ear hole.
I'm sorry, honey. Okay, we're about to get to the boss montage, I think, here in a minute. I think I kept the first run up, but by this time we were both like, do we want to try to do it? Let's just go ahead and try. I can't find that bonfire. And it's like, like, why summon for the bed of chaos? Unless you have no idea what you're doing.
I don't even think it's really a very good idea to summon through this whole area. There's a lot of, like, unpredictable factor, and you don't want to waste your humanity here.
Yeah. We could have, like, explored the area together a little bit, but I'd already gone through every spot.
It's totally manageable by yourself. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
The architecture is interesting. I know that it has this weird kind of, like if the Aztecs were evil, or I don't know, like satanic Aztec, maybe. What even, like, I don't even, that may be totally off. Like, what does that look like to you? Like those spires, how the I don't know anything about architecture. I'm just trying to think, like, oh, see, I totally forgot that happened.
Yeah, I don't know either. I think that your assessment of Aztec seems accurate to me, someone who also doesn't know anything.
I know Dark Souls a little bit.
Our friend was not here, because Parker hasn't been doing his quest.
Well, this is mainly just us defeating the bosses. That's kind of the purpose of this playthrough. Someday we might try to do questline playthroughs when we have better equipment and resources. Like I'd love to play on PC, and the Prepare to Die edition or whatever. Play like that.
Do you get this item?
I didn't pick up any item. I was just like, oh, I know, but I was thinking about the time, and like, I just wasn't. This is fun. I'm about to die. Can I jump down there?
No.
I was like, oh, what do I do? They're gonna
There's
kill me.
one of them that has a ladder or something.
I tried to fight. I went down fighting. So I think this is, here in a minute, we're gonna start the montage of pain. What's he doing?
Stretching. Wondering what my feet are doing.
I'll say a bunch of stuff. I'm not an expert. I just know I love these games, and I love playing them with my wife, and I'm so glad that she will do this with me, even late into the night. We actually ended up playing for about an hour. So, I got it. I got this side on my first try, I think. Right?
Yeah, it's not too difficult to get the first one. Cause
there's no scythes. Those
yeah.
those crazy scythe branches
And she's
stabbing
not
at
shooting
you.
fire up from under you.
It was a terrible weapon to do this with.
Short space.
But, so the theory is those two barriers are two daughters.
Yeah.
And in the middle, that's the witch of Izalith.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she became when she tried to recreate the flame.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. I mean, it looks awesome. It looks incredible, and it's really creepy and just like, you know, Miyazaki's version of hell, you know, type thing. But as a gameplay thing, it's awful. It is not good.
As not fun as this is to play, like they do give her a really great sense of scale.
Oh
like,
yeah.
She's the biggest boss in the game. She's gigantic and terrifying. And there's like literally
Here we go.
nothing you
This
can
is
do.
it. This is the montage.
Alright, so this is number 2.
That is the second death. Here comes the third death.
Oh. Smack. Oh, you were on fire. 3.
That was pretty bad. I've gotten naked at this point.
That is the part where you can hide underneath that roof you just rolled under.
How did I die here?
You got trapped, I guess.
Oh, I tried to jump. That was a
Oh, you almost made it.
good effort.
4.
Good effort. It took you less tries. I know that. Oh, that hurts. Ugh. Some of these I showed the slide down.
We're doing a jive. I've heard from some that it's easier to get the left one first, which I think is why I do it.
I'm glad now that I know that. So do the left one first.
Yeah. Although
I just went right. Like I wasn't even thinking about it. Yeah, that's a safe spot. It seems like.
Oh. What is that? 5?
Oh, that's 6.
6.
Yeah, we just did this.
Run up is just hideous, so this is just a grueling process. Smack.
It's like, oh yeah,
There is
go
a
this
way
way.
to like watch her while you're watching where you're going, but chances are better that you'll fall into a hole. Also.
My strategy is just go.
Your shield was doing okay. Oh, and you almost made it. You were so close. Neither of us saw that hole. Okay, so that last one was 7. I think we got a couple more in here.
That seems like a safe spot.
Yeah. Unless she does the from the ground. Oh.
That was lucky.
Yeah.
I think this is where I make it, and I persevere through quite a lot. This clip's kind of long.
He was like, okay, so what's the best way to get back to the middle? And I was like, die and start again.
And look how many times
no.
it took like 3 hits, and I was like, that fire's coming.
The panic. He looked so panicked. Okay.
I wasn't that panicked. I was just like, oh no, like it's happening.
I could sense your heartbeat accelerating.
Oh. I am persevering right now. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna die.
Fire.
I'm not gonna
Fire.
die.
Fire. And you're still alive.
Still alive.
It's amazing. You go back,
Still alive.
get some more Estus.
And I'm like, alright, here we go, let's do this. I'm like, we're gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I get pretty far.
Yeah. I can't remember what happened. Oh, she hasn't broken the floor yet.
You said that, and I was like, okay, here we go. Jump in. I waited too long.
I think that's 8.
That could have been it. Yeah, that was 7. No,
I think
that was 8. That was 8.
Okay, now that path is open for you. You got a couple really unlucky runs here, like trying to get down the middle. That was straight up awful.
Oh, it didn't look like it hit me.
Yeah, it was just spontaneous. So
I
that's
was pretty upset at this point.
Yeah, starting to get steamy. This is like 40 minutes that you're not seeing all of.
Why did I go backwards? I thought she was gonna do the swipey swipe thing.
She was being super aggressive. Like, I don't think any of this was you.
This is just part of Dark Souls. Some people, you know, figure it out pretty quick, but like, I've done this before, but that's rough. It's not 11.
That was like the exact same. I'm pretty sure that's 11.
You went up, you just like added like 3. That was like 9.
We'll rewatch this video and you can owe me an apology. Or perhaps I could be wrong. I don't think I know.
I kept this run up because I wanted you to see, I guess.
The win.
But every time you have to do this run up.
Your legs. It cracks me up, but it also disturbs me.
I think it was like 10 or 11 tries. I'm gonna look at how many after I save this.
After.
I'm just tired. Alright. Run. So yeah, Lost Izalith, cool area, and then you come to hate it when you keep oh my god.
Yeah, that's the worst.
This was the run up.
Yeah.
This was the final run up. I was like, I'm tired of this. We haven't cursed this whole time, right?
I don't think so.
I was cursing.
There were some things said.
Some choice words. Not too many. I'm doing better about cursing. Taylor made me a little bracelet. I can pop myself if I curse. It's just good to not cuss. It's kind of rude. I don't know.
Bad manners.
Bad manners, but it's also good for the I mean, it's not like we're monetized right now, but we'll get demonetized if we cuss.
I think this is how I knew, because
We're trying to set a good example for our ghost audience.
when she gets that bad attack out of the way with the shooting the flames, like it gives you a little bit more of a
Like the
window.
perfect jump.
Yeah. Good job. I'm like screaming at this point, like you got it.
I was trying not to use up all my stamina.
You can still die under here, so
Oh, I
it's
know.
still terrifying.
Stab!
And then goodbye, creepy needle root, baby.
I did it after, I'm gonna say 10 tries. I'm pretty sure it was 10.
How many souls did you get from that? 60,000. I died immediately when I killed it, and then when I went back, I failed to jump and get the souls, so I lost 60,000 souls.
I just kind of chilled here for a minute, taking in my victory.
I told him not to sit at that bonfire because the only way is to warp.
Well,
but he was like, I deserve it. I'm gonna sit here.
Well, you want that? You wanted the. I don't care about the Titanite demon. You wanted to get the Titanite demon.
Yeah.
So.
There's also a whole bunch of items down in the hole where Siegmeyer waits.
Didn't matter.
I gotta get the items.
Thank you if you've watched to this point. Thank you so much.
We hope you enjoyed the death montage as much as Parker did.
It was I feel like it would have been funnier if I wasn't so tired. I'm kind of. I wish I wasn't this tired, but I'm gonna have to go to bed after this. I don't really want to.
I'm gonna try to kill this Titanite demon.
That's right. You gotta still do that. I'm sure you'll kill it. You're better at this game than I am.
No, I'm not.
She is. She's beaten all the bosses. I haven't beaten all of them.
That doesn't make you good at this game. It makes you good at persevering.
Thank you for watching. We love you. We hope you have a wonderful. I guess it's Wednesday now. This is coming out late, but Ghost audience, we always appreciate you. Foreverly. Be good to yourself. Treat yourself right. Shoot for the stars. I don't know. But yeah, thank you. Thank you so much if you've watched up to this point. Bye.